Okay. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. Sorry for all the delay. But I think we are all good to go now that the simulator actually loaded and booted up this time. Belgian, nice to see you, my friend. How are you? Alright, as you can see here, obviously this is fictional, as DHL does not operate A330-900Neos. They do operate A330-200 and 300s, I believe, but not the Neos, so this is obviously completely fictional, but I still figured we'd still continue to haul cargo for the last leg. So, geez Louise, I was having all kinds of trouble getting the simulator even to load. Hey, mama! I couldn't even get the simulator to load, so I had to restart my whole PC, and we seem to be up and running now. I'm not even going to mess with GSX in any way, shape, or form. We're just going to jump in the cockpit and get everything going here. It's completely cold and dark, so in the A330, let's head on over to the fly pad here. Let's get everything booted up and ready to go, and let's get our flight plan all entered in so we can get up and on out of here and finish off our last leg for the day. So click from SimBrief there. There we go. You can see our lovely flight plan all set and ready to go. Perfect. Zero fuel weight is good. All right. Let's come over here to our OFP. We need to grab the fuel that we need. And that looks like it's going to be 44,821. So we're just going to enter that in here. There we go. Hit the play button on that. Okay. We have been refueled. From there, now, let's come up to the overhead panel. Let's get our external power turned on. There we go. Alright, now let's get our battery switches on now, as we need them. Perfect. Where are we going to? We are going to Columbia, South Carolina for this second leg here. Get our emergency exit lights armed, even though we technically don't need them because it's cargo. Get our nav lights on. Crew supply oxygen will come on also. Get our IRS switch into the nav position. Alright, let's give us some flood lighting here. It's rather dark in here. Go. Same thing with the integrated lighting. Give us some good lighting indeed. Same thing up here. Alright. All that brightness is looking good. We don't need to tinker with any of that. Let's give us some brightness here. Okay. We are all powered up and pretty much ready to go. Let's start programming the McDo now. Let's come down here. Go over to ATSU. This is an older version of the fly-by-wire, so it's a little bit different to set up. We'll go weight and balance. We will get this from our OFP. There we go, looking good. Our zero fuel weight there. Payload. Okay, we'll hit start on the boarding. Perfect, we're good now. Now our zero fuel weight is 385,381 pounds. Exactly what it needs to be. You come over here to init now. We will hit init request. It's going to grab our flight plan from SimBrief, which it did. Flight level 380 on the cruise. Perfect. I want to play Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It's a very, very amazing and fun simulator, my friend. Indeed. Indeed it is. Okay, let's get our flight plan continued and ready to go here. Let's grab our departure information here. Let me look at our SimBrief flight plan on my computer here. Let's see. SimBrief. My flight plan. There we go. This is an hour and 55 minutes on this flight, by the way, everybody, so it's a little bit of a long one. We are departing runway 6. We don't have the right departure in here, so we're just going to insert that in. Discontinuity, that's fine, and get rid of that. Microsoft Flight Simulator has the Concorde? Yes, it does. I own it, but it's not very good, to be completely honest with you. ILS runway 5. No approaches, that's fine. Hit insert on that. Perfect. A direct arrival also. Let's come over here to our navigation display now. Oh, our IRSs are still aligning, aren't they? We can fix that, just for sake of speed. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Realism, boarding time, instant. Align time, instant. Instant. Okay. You saw a video? Nice. Yeah, the Concorde is available. It's just, it's really... It's not that good, if I'm being completely honest with you. But we're going to have to wait for that to align. But we can continue along and keep on going with our weight and balance here. So let's come back over to the main menu. We'll go back over to weight and balance, and there'll be some numbers we need to copy down here, because I'm not going to remember them off the top of my head, I can promise you that. So we want zero fuel weight 385,000 pounds, so 385.4, and our CG is 20 on the nose. Perfect. When's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2023? There probably isn't going to be a 2023 version. It's Microsoft said that they wanted Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 to be viable for 10 years. So we're probably not going to get a new version up until at least 2030, is what I would imagine. Okay, so let's get our performance all set to go. We'll come back over to our init page. We need to enter in our zero fuel weight, which again is 385.4/20.0. There we go. Excellent. We need to grab our block fuel now. Again, like we said, is 44,821. 44.8. That will do its thing. Perfect. There we go. Now we can go over here to our performance. We will select flaps 1. Flex 2 temp 35. Now here come our V speeds. 146 on rotate. V2 is 150. Excellent. Bring this back over to our flight plan. We can start our APU now. We'll come up over the top here. And we will APU master start switch. Push that into the start position. Get our no smoking lights on now. Seatbelt signs will also come on. Okay. APU is going to get fired up. We just got to wait for our IRSs to finish aligning so we can actually have access to our map. The only thing that we're missing here, until we're aligned, it's not going to... Oop, there we go. It just finished. Perfect. So now we can go through each one of these. Just cycle through each one of our waypoints here and make sure that we don't have any discontinuities or anything weird going on with our flight plan. Alright, and there is our arrival runway 5. Perfect. Alright, I am happy with that. Bring this back over to ARC. Map not available still. Oh, align in 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes to go. APU is available now. Perfect. We'll come up over top. We will get our APU generators already on, which means we will get our external power off, but we'll turn our APU bleed on first. External power will come off now. Excellent. We just got the only thing we have to do now is get our cruising altitude plugged in, which we said was flight level 390, or 380 rather, and get our pushback all set to go, and then we should be pretty much all set. Let me get my Navigraph charts all set up here. Airport info. Air cargo. Okay. We are pushing back and out to our right. Out and to our right. Look at the chat. I am, my friend. I saw your comment about the Concorde, which I do own. But that add-on is just okay. It's just okay. It's a little complicated. I don't think Flight Simulator is at the point yet where a complex airplane like the fuel system that the Concorde actually had can be properly simulated. And that really kind of makes everything complicated. The long one? I don't see a long one, man. I think possibly you exceeded the text limit for YouTube. That's why I can't see it. Alright, we are all aligned there. Excellent. I think we are pretty much all set and ready to go. So let's come over top here. Let's get our fuel pumps turned on so we can start her up. I didn't see it? No, I don't see it, my friend. Okay, wonderful. TCAS, let's get that turned on and get it off of standby. Go. Maybe a little bit of floodlighting up here. Alright everybody, we are pretty much all set to go. So what we're going to do is we are going to request pushback. We're just going to release our parking brake and unclick hold. How do you open the pushback planner flips? It is a mod from flightsim.to. And it's called Amphibious Pilot's Pushback. Alright, we will release our parking brake. We will bring this down over here to start. Oops. To start, we will lock our flight deck door. Let's come back over here to our right-hand engine side. We will press hold, and then we will start up engine number 2. I wish the Concorde had an option for a flight engine that kept the aircraft flying, and we could just be flying it like the pilot did in the Concorde. Yeah, same. We need a better Concorde. Do I have a child? No, I do not. All right, there we go. Engine number 2 coming up, everybody. Alright, it sounds like we do have a good start of engine number 2. Let's pop back into the flight deck and just make sure. Yep, everything is looking good there. So now let's head over to engine number 1. Oops. Engine number 1, bringing engine number 1 up to start. This time it's not a cargo plane, it is. We are in DHL. Complete fictional. Obviously, DHL does not operate 900 Neos, A330 Neos, but you know, I figured we'd still continue on with the cargo thing and have a little bit of fun with it. Alright, pushback has been completed. We will set our parking brake. Sounds like we have a good start of engine number 1. Alright, excellent. Let's come up overhead here. We will get our APU bleed off. We will get our APU master start switch off. Our beacons will come on. Taxi lights will come on also. There we go. Excellent. We will come down here also. Grab this over to normal. Perfect. We'll come over to the wing view. Get flaps to position 1. Alright, flaps are to position 1. And we are pretty much ready to go, everybody. Let's just take a look. We are going to runway 6 here in Bradley. So we are going to taxi straight ahead, take that left right in front of us, take that right onto Sierra, take a right onto taxiway Delta, follow it all the way down to runway 6. Got it. Releasing our parking brake. Let's get on out of here. Two planes, color yellow is DHL and Spirit. Yep. You got it. There she is. Nice and bright yellow. Yellow and red. Alright. Let's get going, shall we? Ooh, we're getting some stutters. A lot of stutters, a lot of jumpiness, man. Alright, we're going to take our next right up here. This is real, so nice the game. I know it's absolutely fantastic. Alright, we'll come down here now. We will get our auto brakes to maximum, like they want us to. There we go. We'll come up here. We will check the cabin, even though there's... technically would only be cargo, but there is technically passengers back there as far as this is concerned. We got to get our predictive wind shear on as well. Alright, we are all configured for a departure now. We just got to get to our runway and get on out of here in the lovely A330. Big old right-hand turn here. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you everybody for joining me back in this second stream link. Apologies we had so many issues before, but it seems like all of our issues have been solved now. The game simulator's running nicely, everything is going well, so I guess you could hit the like button on this video for me on this stream now. I'd greatly appreciate that. Up to 545 subscribers too. Wow, absolutely insane. We're gonna be at 600 before you know it. Alright, we are not going to turn and burn this airplane either. We are just going to turn left onto the runway. We are going to line up and wait. Line up and wait on runway 6. Alright, here's our departure runway here. Like I said, we're just going to line up and wait. Alright, all lined up. Throw our parking brakes on for a second, come up to the overhead panel, get our landing lights on now, and nose lights will come into takeoff. Runway turnoff lights come on also. And let's also get our wings on and our strobes. Alright everybody, we are all set for departure. Let's go ahead, we will release our parking brake, and we will apply 40% power to our engines, and then up into flex. Alright, into flex. V1. Rotate. Positive ready to climb, gear coming up. Start making our right hand turn to get on course. Follow our flight director.
1,000. Already wanting our levers to come into climb. We will do as it asked. Levers to climb, lowering the nose, allowing the airplane to accelerate while we are still maintaining our turn here. Gamer Boy, welcome back, my friend. Alright, flaps coming clean. Still a hand flying the airplane currently, but we will put her in autopilot in just a moment here. Once we roll out from our turn. There we go, and autopilot is coming on. Alright, excellent everybody. On our way to Columbia, South Carolina. Alright, we're just about to come up on 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead and get back in the flight deck. Hey, Midwest coming in with the subscription. Thank you so much, Midwest Town TV. Really, really greatly appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying yourself here on the stream so far. Again, thank you so much for your support. Welcome to the MB crew, my friend. All right. Wonderful. Away we go in the lovely A350. How long does my vape last? Honestly, it all depends on how much you smoke it, you know what I mean? I usually fill it about once per day. I used to fill it like 2 or 3 times a day. So, only about once a day I fill it now. Alright, up we go. 38,000 feet, everybody, on this cruising level. Total flight time on this one was about 2 hours and 20 minutes, but I think we're going to be getting along a lot faster than that. We should have some nice headwinds here. But thank you so much to everybody who is joining me on this stream so far. Really appreciate every single one of you. Obviously, this is fictional. Complete fictional DHL ops. So right now, we're about an hour and 45 minutes for the time to go. I'm thinking we're probably going to get boosted by a nice tailwind. Let me have a look. Let me see what our weather is looking like here. Because I'm pretty sure we are going to have a nice tailwind. That'll help us out. A little bit longer flights than I usually do. Usually I only do about 45 minutes to an hour maximum. But I figured when we fly bigger airplanes, you know what I mean, it makes sense to fly them farther, just to get some more fuel in them to make the airplanes a little heavier, you know. All right, wind information here. Yep, DHL does own A330-900s, but not Neos. They do not own. I said in the title that this is completely fictional. Alright, there goes 18,000 feet, which means we gotta come in here and get ourselves into standard mode. There we go, and up we go, everybody. Actually, we might have a headwind we're gonna be fighting with. Yep, we absolutely are gonna have a headwind we are fighting with this whole flight, and a pretty strong one too on top of that. A lot of strong gusty winds over the east coast of the United States today. And according to our flight plan, we're going to be having probably about between a 68 knot headwind almost the entire flight. This is saying 54 is the average coming in from a direction of 230, which is pretty much where our nose is going to be pointing. So that is definitely going to be lowering our ground speed a little bit once we turn to the right. Hello, my friend. I apologize I can't read your name there, but welcome to the stream. Thank you for checking us out. Highly appreciate that. Remember, everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying this stream, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. Currently sitting at 546 subscribers, on the road to 600, and even better yet, on the road to 1,000, believe it or not. On the road to 1,000. DHL has A320s? No, they have A330s, my friend. A330-300s, converted. You're flying to London on a mobile game? Nice, man, nice. What aircraft? Is this an A330? Yes, it is. This is indeed an A330, my friend. You can have a look outside. Looks like an A320? Nope, that is an A330 cockpit, my friend. A330 cockpit indeed. A lot of the Airbus cockpits look very much similar. They all have that same, like, blue color scheme, same MCP layout and everything. It's just easier to cross-train pilots on different airplanes if they keep everything relatively the same. And that is the purpose behind that. Alright, now that we are actually cruising, we can get our floodlights down now. It was just a little dark there in Bradley. Couldn't really see what I was doing. It looks similar, yes it does. But there's a lot of differences when you know what to look for. For instance, the window opener is a lot different here. All of our PFD display brightnesses and everything like that, which are normally down here in an A320, are over here on the left-hand side. Thrust levers do look completely different. They have a little bit more of a rounded edges to them. Other than that, a lot of the cockpit characteristics are still pretty similar. It's a lot wider, too. A lot wider of a cockpit. The first officer sits pretty decently farther away as well. So, yeah, pretty cool. And like I said, the reason why they do that is obviously just to keep it so it's easier to cross-train pilots from airplane to airplane. Same thing with like A318, 19, 20, 21, and even the A350s. I mean, look at the A350 cockpits. They're a lot newer in technology, but if you look at the cockpits, a lot of the stuff looks the exact same. Boeing is starting to do that now too. You look at the 777X cockpit, the Boeing 737 MAX cockpits, and the 787 cockpits, and even the 747. Well, not really so much the 747. They kept their brown cockpits there, their tan cockpits. But yeah, Boeing is even starting to do that with their 737 Maxes and 787s. They're all starting to kind of integrate the same systems, the same color schemes, which I like. But we are powering right along here, absolutely powering right along to our cruising altitude. And as the title says, everybody, fictional ops. Fictional ops. As we just mentioned, DHL does not operate any A330-900Neos. Or A330Neos in general. They just operate A330-300s. But, you know, as far as the headwind A330Neo is concerned, I really enjoy this one, so figured if we're going to keep it going with the cargo operations today, we may as well have stuck in with the theme here. And you're the best streamer in the world, and all will be waiting the butter landing. I hope so, man. The A330 is one I'm still practicing with a little bit, but I'm sure we'll get around the ground with no problem. I'm pretty confident.
But I need to use the restroom really quick, everybody. Use the little aviator's room. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, I have returned. Thank you for bearing with me there. Nature calls. Alright, just about to reach our cruising altitude, I see. Ground speed 436, that's not too terrible, and about an hour and 15 minutes of flight time. It's not too terrible either. 605 nautical miles to go. Alright, excellent. Airplane seems to be performing pretty well for us. Obviously can't wait for a proper A330 to be released. Well, not so much that this isn't proper. This airplane's actually pretty nice. It's running off the fly-by-wire system, so, you know, fly-by-wire does put a lot of time and effort into their products, and I think it's absolutely, you know, I'm surprised fly-by-wire doesn't charge money for their airplane, even if it's $5 or $10. You know what I mean? It's really surprising that they don't, because I would pay money for it if I didn't know any better. So this A330 is by fly-by-wire? No, it's by a company called Headwind. Headwind is the developer, and they based it off of the fly-by-wire systems. So the fly-by-wire integration, like the MCDU, the flypad over here, it's all from fly-by-wire.
and they did external modeling themselves. And the external modeling is fantastic. The engines actually wiggle in turbulence, which is pretty cool. Nope, it's not a paid model. Nope, it's free. Yeah, you can find it on flightsim.to. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty good. It's a pretty solid airplane. It really is. I remember in the very beginning days of them releasing it, I did have some crash to desktops with it, but I haven't really had that problem since. Oh yeah, you can tell it's an A330. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to tell it's an A330, man. A330 is a much larger airplane than an A320. Much, much larger. Wide body airplane. We've had a change in the ranks. Change in the ranks on the donation leaderboard. Taylor now coming in second place. AJ Flyer still holds the top spot. Thought you're flying the 747 for both legs. No, I changed it up, man. That airplane is just... That's the third time I've given that airplane a try, and it's not reliable. It flies not good. It's not enjoyable. You know what I mean? I don't have fun when I fly it. And that's why I just decided to put her away for now, man. It's not ready yet. It's not ready for a to be featured on the stream, unfortunately. I want to, don't get me wrong. I want to stream with it, but it's too unreliable, man. Boeing 747's hard to handle. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a big airplane in general, so of course, you know, you would expect that it would be tough, a tough airplane to handle. But I'm not even talking about just, you know, in general characteristics of the 747. I mean the airplane itself. What do I think about Greyhound's all-new electric bus? It's all electric too. Do you like how they made it look? I haven't seen it. I'll have to look it up. Greyhound electric bus. I'm not able to pull anything up for it. It's an airplane, is it? An all-electric Airbus? I didn't know about that. Let me... Electric flight Airbus. In 2010, Airbus embarked on its electrification journey, developing the world's first all-electric four-engine aerobatic aircraft. Well, that's interesting. EasyJet has 737s? I didn't think so. I know that PMDG offers the EasyJet as a livery just for fun, if you wanted to fly it. But I don't think they operate any in the real world. You just joking with me? Yeah, I figured. I know, hey, there was that joke. There was the joke, and there was me. Shh. I know EasyJet used to operate 737s, but I didn't really think they did anymore. I know they used to operate the older 737-300s. But I'm pretty sure that they are all Airbus now. What am I flying, Lufthansa? Soon, my friend, soon. Greyhound doesn't make airplanes? Yep, exactly. That's why I said when it comes to jokes, man, they go right over my head sometimes. Because I think that somebody will be asking me a serious question or something, so... I'm gullible, okay? They used to operate 737-300s, yeah, the classics. But yeah, I think they're all... They are all Airbus now. Alright. Let's get some music on here. We've been cruising for a while, so get some tunes on for everybody. Doing very well. We still have that headwind, 60 knots. It's tanking our ground speed, but that's okay. 530 nautical miles to go now. Sorry about the constant change in view, everybody. Just testing everything out. You want to see the cockpit of the A310? Yeah, I can't wait for the Unibuild's A310 to come out, man. It's so weird to see EasyJet and a 737. Looks so wrong, I know. It doesn't look right. That's like putting Southwest Airlines on a Embraer. Or a CRJ. What is for dinner tonight, y'all? For me, probably going to be stir-fry, to be honest with you. I have some ground turkey defrowing right now. I make a nice ground turkey stir-fry with sugar snap peas, water chestnuts, bean sprouts, all that good stuff with some soy sauce. Delicious. Exactly, Foot, exactly. You had spaghetti? Delicious. Nothing wrong with some citrus, man. The views look good? Oh yeah. Absolutely fantastic. This is my favorite view of an airplane. Overlooking the engine like this, or here on the other side, overlooking the wing. But on this airplane, this view is perfect. Looking real? Yes, it does. Oh, we just had a change in weather there, though. Took a lot of that view away. Spanish or French, which is easiest? I'm not sure, man. I know one of the hardest languages, like, in the world to learn is English. I know that. But as far as Spanish or French, I mean, I took Spanish, so I would go French on that one. Can you zoom in on the ground? Yeah. I mean, it's not going to look pretty, because this kind of stuff is meant to be viewed from far away. So when you zoom up on it, the quality goes down. But when you zoom away, it looks good. And that's just the way that they set up the scenery, because it's meant to be viewed from, 38,000 feet, so the resolution isn't going to be that great on it from up here if you were to zoom all the way in. When I went on Air Canada, you sat by the wing? Nice. Yep, I always try to sit forward or right over the leading edge. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it does, but you can tell that the resolution does go down when you zoom in down here, and that's why there's a limitation of how much they let you zoom in, right? They're not going to let you zoom in so it'll look terrible, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic how well they encapsulate the world. It's absolutely fantastic. So, speaking of which, let's find out where we are. Not many people in the stream because they're sleeping? Yep, exactly. You are exactly right, my friend. So we're off to our right there. We're looking at Cape May. That is Cape May, New Jersey right here. Is that Florida? Nope. Cape May, New Jersey right here. That's where we're flying by right now. You see a beach right there. That's definitely a nice beach for everybody to go hang out and have some summer fun. Am I going to fly the F-11? Not really big into fighters, my friend, so I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure we'll play around with it eventually. Play around with some fighters. A lot of people have been asking me for it, so I got to get the rest of the flight requests. A decent amount of the flight requests I will get scheduled. A lot of them are repeat destinations that people are asking for, just in different airliners. You know, a few people have already put Gatwick and everything like that in there, and then more Finnair, which we've already done. So, like I said, that's why we did South Africa yesterday, just trying to switch things up a little bit. I have a lot of requests for me to go to South America, and I'd also like to make our way over to Japan eventually. And now that we are going to Dubai on Saturday, I think we're probably going to transition over towards the Middle East, do some Qatar Airways, do some Egypt Air. Cape Town to Antarctica? Jeez. Yeah. So we're going to be doing some different airlines, and eventually I think we're going to make our way over to Japan. Maybe do some China as well, eventually. Is what Longfoot? Cape Town to Antarctica? Yeah, yes. that would be a long one. A lot longer than I'd be willing to fly, that's for sure. I'm going to try something really quickly here, everybody. I'm going to turn my camera off for a second. And I'm going to try something. Let's see what we can do with the camera here. Heart-jumping stutters. Oh my god. Please don't crash out on us, man, please. I would really rather it didn't. Really rather it didn't. I would not be a happy person if it were to stall out on us, for sure. See what this looks like. Oh my god. I'm all the way down here. I'm ginormous now, but I got the background blur removed, so that's cool. That's awesome. I got the background removed, so now we can see more of the airplane. I don't like how big I am though, so I'm gonna. There we go. There we go. I kind of like the background being gone, to be completely honest with you. What if I turn this way? Can you still see me? I believe you can. That's cool. I'm just playing around with the effects on the camera, that's all. If you use Darkstar, London to America is 30 minutes? Yeah, right. A fast airplane in the sim it is. Well, I gotta go. I thought the Greyhound thing was funny, and you made my day. Well, good, Pop-Tart, good. Gotta go do and handle our business. Alright, Pop-Tart, thank you for joining in. Thank you really so much. Really, really appreciate your support. Thank you again. I hope to see you in another one. You've come to a few now, so thank you so much. You like the old background? Yeah, I'm just playing around with it. What's this? Auto frame. Oh, I see. Oh, no way. I didn't realize that was a thing. Auto frame, so it zooms in on my face and then it will follow me as I go left and right, up and down. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. But I do not like how close it is on my face, though. As you can tell, I didn't play around with these settings at all. Let me put my glasses on. My hair looks terrible, too. I don't even know where my glasses are, actually. Background replacement. Oh, yo, that's cool. That's cool. Video noise removal? What does that mean? Background blur. Yep, there's that. The blurred background. And there's background removal. And then we can just just take it off, and we just have the regular background now. So, okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I kind of like the way it looks with the background removed, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. Then zoom myself in like that, and then I can just look left and right at people and address people to the camera right forward, so I like that. Very nice. Like I said, I didn't play around with... I hadn't played around with any of those settings before, so the only thing it's doing weird is my mic is looking weird, but it's okay. Yeah, I kind of like the way it looks with the background removed, so you can see more of the airplane, so, you know, if we were to come over to this view, there we go. You streaming on OBS? Streamlabs OBS, yes. Not straight OBS, just Streamlabs OBS. But I do kind of like the way that looks now. Only my hair wasn't a mess. There we go. I still like how zoomed in it is. I kind of liked it when it was zoomed out a little bit more. Whatever. I'm fine with it. But I do need to wear my glasses, so give me a second. I really should be wearing them. It's kind of silly that I'm not, so give me 2 seconds. I need to go grab them. There we go. Got the glasses now. Make me look more official. Kind of position myself in a way where you can see my body. There we go. W's, hello my friend, welcome. Welcome, welcome indeed. Hope you're having a great day so far. Looks like you're in the engine. Watch. Oh no. Oh man. There we go. Kind of like the way that looks. You know, I kind of like the way this looks just because the way that the light looks behind me sometimes coming through that window, I kind of feel like it can like wash me out. And now with the background removed like that, it looks better. So I'm happy with that. Does it look good when I turn to the right? If I turn to the right like this to fly the airplane, do I still look alright? Yeah, I assume I do, right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, awesome. You would have thought I would have played around with these camera settings a while ago, right? Go to the cockpit. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I should troll people. Yeah, you see, it's kind of weird. You see the background, how it's kind of like emanating in and out? I don't really like that. It works best when I'm forward, looking right at it, but when I turn to the left, the background starts getting kind of weird. So... then there's a straight up background blur. And I think this background blur looks a lot better than the other one did. I just don't like the... I don't like the way that layout. I don't like how big that is. If only we could change that. What's this here? Uh-oh. What happened? What does STD do? That's standard. Standard altitude mode. Oh geez, where'd I go now? Your camera resolution changed. Restart any apps that are currently using the camera. Oh shit. I shouldn't have touched it. There we go. I'm back. Okay. I shouldn't have touched it. Should have just left it. But yes, that's some standard altitude mode. That's what that means. So what do you guys like better? Do you guys like this better? Or did you like this better? What would you rather see? Would you rather see more of the airplane and myself here? No background is better? Okay. If you guys think so, it would work better if I had an actual green screen behind me, but I do not have one of those readily available. Well, alright. Excellent. Happy I can work on things a little better. You think I would have looked into that when I first got the camera all set up, right? But that would make too much sense. Who would do that? Get a green screen? Yeah, I will. I don't really have any space for it in here. You know what I mean? It would be kind of hard to hang it behind me here. But once I actually buy a home, which I do plan on doing eventually, I will for sure. But buying a home in America right now isn't really as easy as just saying, hey, buy a home. You know, unfortunately, home buying in America right now is very, very difficult. Very difficult indeed. Not easy at the moment. I wish it was, but... Yep, you can. Yeah, you can add a green screen. I've played around with all the settings before, but if you don't have a green screen, it's just green. Just ends up being green. Dang, that's a plane. Yes, it is, Siren. Yes, it is indeed. And welcome, my friend. Where are you going? We are going to Columbia, South Carolina for this final leg of our journey today. Switched over to the A330. We were originally in the 747-800, but you know, like I was just mentioning to W as I was just replying to his comment on YouTube, you know, I said we abandoned the 747-800 for the A330 as the salty mod is very unstable. The autopilot did put us in a 6,800 feet per minute dive. We were doing a level change. We were descending from 10,000 feet down to, what was it? Or was it 17,000 feet down to 11,000? Yeah. We needed to get from 17,000 feet down to 11,000 in about 40 or 50 nautical miles. And the salty autopilot put us on a 6,800 feet per minute dive. Very violently, too. Like, that, if that was real life, the airplane would have been ripped apart. And I'm shocked that the airplane didn't crash from the realism settings on here. Because, you know, aircraft stress causes damage is enabled. So, I'm extremely, extremely surprised. So, you know, I've tried the salty 747 3 times now on stream. One time, we had a very unstable approach. Second time, we had to crash the desktop during a long haul. And then, the landing, what kind of got me about the salty 747 today is everything was going so well. I mean, we really only had that one hiccup with the random nosedive. And then it did it again on a 5-mile final. We were established on the localizer. We had some very low visibility because of a low cloud layer, so we were using the ILS. And, you know, we were perfectly lined up. We were right level with the localizer, descending nicely at 500 feet per minute. And then out of nowhere, bam. It started, we went into a 1,900 feet per minute dive at 2,300 feet on a 5-mile final. So I said, you know what, I'm over it. You know, and everybody wanted me to continue flying it, which, believe me, I would have loved to. And, you know, like, maybe it'll work itself out. And it's like, no, that bug is there for a reason, man. It's going to keep doing it. So I just gave up on it. And gave up on it entirely, you know. But now we get to enjoy the beautiful, beautiful A330-900. And, of course, this is fictional. This is fictional. DHL does not operate A330-900s, so this is fictional, as mentioned, but still very cool. Very, very cool nonetheless. On our way to Columbia, South Carolina by way of Windsor Locks, Connecticut. Remember, everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber and turning on notifications for the channel. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. But we will be arriving in about 44 minutes, everybody. 44 minutes in the lovely DHL A330-900. Nice, quaint, quiet stream for the end of the afternoon. Like I said, I absolutely love this airplane, and I love that it's been working for us, too. We had some problems. We had originally tried flying the A330-900 when we had originally tried flying Qatar Airways. We were in the A330, and it just did not work for us at all. If you remember, I had a terrible day at work that day for my day job. and was looking forward to coming home and streaming all day. And the simulator just gave me nothing but problems. Crashed to desktop every time I tried to do anything. Didn't matter what it was. Just really unfortunate, but I re-downloaded it, reinstalled it, put it back in the community folder, and it seems to be flying fantastic now. No bugs from what I can tell, so I'm happy with that. Absolutely happy with that for sure. Well, cruising lovely now. 41 minutes to go. Let's hop back in the flight deck here and see what's going on. You see our arrival airport now on the navigation display. Holy jumpy jumpy. Modez, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for checking out the stream. Really greatly appreciate you. 327 nautical miles to go. And if we take a look at our flight plan, let's find out exactly what altitude we're going to want to be getting down to here. Looking like it wants us to go down to 230. Unfortunately, I won't be here for the whole stream. No problem, Foot. No problem at all, my friend. No need to worry. So, let's come over here to our fly pad. And let's see about getting our top of descent plugged in. We'll sink that in. Our target altitude, like we said, is going to be 2,300 feet. I'm from Germany. Well, welcome. Welcome, Mod. Thank you for checking out the stream. Greatly appreciate that. We want to try to go for about 1,500 feet per minute on the descent rate. Make it nice and comfortable for everybody. So 150 nautical miles before the target sounds about right. So we'll take that. 150 nautical miles before the target, we will start descending. So that's in about 169 nautical miles. Ooh, couple stutters. Couple stutters. Remember, if you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider hitting that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. As well as consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I go live. I would greatly appreciate that also. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far. It really means the world to me. So thank you so much, everybody, for all of your continued support. I haven't checked our subscriber count in a hot minute. Looks like we are up to 547. Wow. Absolutely wow. Thank you so much, everybody. Man, that's absolutely nuts. 547. We're already almost at 600. Mystic, welcome back, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. Start our descent in about 10 minutes or so. 10-15 minutes. Yesterday you had 512. I know, Mystic, it's crazy. We are growing by leaps and bounds. It seems like we gain about between 10 and 15 subscribers each stream. Before you know it, we'll hit 1,000 and
We'll be able to enable super chat and super stickers and custom emojis and be able to have a lot more fun with the stream for sure. Really can't wait to do that. We already have the ability for the community tab now, and I'm going to be playing around with that after stream. Cool how you only see you. New feature? Yes, I kind of like this better. No background. We took a little bit of a vote on it, what everybody liked the most, and this won. So this won it. As far as where the mic is and everything like that, I think this looks the best. If I hide it over here, can you guys hear me okay still? Because you can't even see the mic at all in the picture now. Can you guys still hear me okay from with the mic this far away? Or do I sound too faint? If I sound too faint, just let me know and I will move it back. You're hearing me good? Good. Because, you know, when the mic is close, like this, it kind of cuts in the frame. You see, cuts in the frame right there, but if I kind of slide it over here, like this, you can't really see it. But if you guys are saying you can still hear me the same, then perfect. I'll leave it right there for sure. I will leave it right there for sure. Because, you know, I kind of wish, it's one of those things where I wish I could hear myself and hear all of the game volume like that I set through my headset through here, almost like a mixer board. But I'm not able to do that. Especially if I come over here and I go to properties and I switch the audio output capture to monitor and output, you would think that turning down the simulator volume and turning it up like that, sorry headphone users, that it would change my volume at the same time, but it doesn't, unfortunately. The only thing I could think to do would be to play around with the audio settings on the PC and see if I can't fix it like that. Did I get you with the headphones, Mystic? I apologize if I did. I didn't do it on purpose. I hear you fine? Alright, good. Volume mixer. You see, the problem with that is if I go into the volume mixer and I turn down Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? Does it turn it down for you guys as well? I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Yep, it does. I wonder if... Okay, can you guys still hear the simulator now, or do you just hear FS Realistic? Because I wonder now if I come over here and I move this to properties and device, I set that to this. Nope. Go on this. You guys can hear it now, but now I can't hear it. So what if... Yeah, I've been trying to play around with it for a while, and it's not working out. If the sound just cut out there for a second, don't worry, that's just me messing with it. OBS. Output device. High definition audio. Bob saying, what a view, absolutely, isn't it beautiful? Microsoft Flight Simulator, just always looking fantastic, man, unbelievable. Okay.
Just trying to play around with our audio settings here. See if we can't make it easier for us to... See if we can't make it easier for us to hear, but... Seems like we're gonna have a hard time with it, so... Oh well, we tried, right? You can replace your Microsoft Flight Simulator map with Google Map? Yeah, I tried that. I haven't put it back on in quite a while. Default map is from Bing, yeah, and it's very outdated. Oh yeah, the views are absolutely crazy. Especially coming over on this side too. That's another great, absolutely fantastic view right there. My goodness. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Playing PMMG, nice. Never played that. I've never played it, but people tell me a lot of good things about it. You're gonna go to sleep? Alright, Foot, my friend. Take care. Thank you for sticking around with us today. Really, really greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for doing your mod duties for us. Really, really appreciate you. We're gonna just make myself a little bit smaller there. There we go. Why don't I play F1 with a yoke? I mean, I could. I really could. I could try. You know, I had a few people say the same thing about American Trucking Simulator. They were like, well, you know, you could play ATS with a yoke. And I was like, I suppose I could try. I've done it with a joystick. I've done it with a joystick. I want to become a pilot for American Airlines or Delta Airlines or Spirit Airlines. Any one. And where is the best airline class? Well, probably first would be the best airline class for sure. But yeah, follow your dreams, Travis, my friend. Do well in school. Follow your dreams. Do the right thing, I always say, man. Do the right thing. Do your good deeds. Don't mean to sound like Alvin Sean Feinstein here, but do the right thing, man, and good things will come to you, I promise. Might be an A330 pilot for Delta. Nice, dude. Nice. Spirit Airlines is weird. I've never flown on them, so don't really have too much of an opinion. They have weird people. Okay. Not sure what that means exactly, Foot, but Pilot school costs a lot of money. Yes, it does. It does indeed. Believe me, that's like the primary contributing factor that's keeping me from doing it myself, man, is just how pricey it is. It's not cheap, and, you know, it is what it is, right? Alright, Foot, my friend, have a good one, buddy. From everything I looked up, you know what I mean, when I was looking into researching becoming a pilot myself, taking out the loans and everything like that was about 110, 130,000. Yep, Seafoot just said the same thing there, and it all really depends too, because you can get grants, you can get, you know, subsidized loans. There's a lot of different routes, and it's definitely possible, but, you know, that's a lot of debt to be taking out for myself at the time, and, you know, it's just, it's not cheap, man. It really isn't. But eventually, you know, a lot of airlines that you're seeing now, they are offering to pay for the training for all of their pilots, but in return, because they are paying for your training, you then have to basically be at will of that airline, which basically means that you are forced to fly for them for a set amount of years, is pretty much what that means. Which makes sense, but, you know. It makes sense, but it's still very, very pricey. They make a lot of money, 500 grand a month. Ooh, yeah, I mean, when you become a pilot for 30 years, yeah, they certainly make a lot of cash, but you will not starting out making that much money, I can promise you that. Alright, Footman, see ya. Finnair is a good airline? Yes, it is. We've just flown Finnair recently, about a week or so ago. Getting very close to the top of our descent now. We got 233 nautical miles to go, which means we're going to start descending at about 80 nautical miles. 80 nautical miles until we start our descent into the Columbia, South Carolina area. Hopefully have a fantastic arrival as well. At least we're hoping. No, I kind of almost like this better, if I'm being completely honest with you. This camera view, like that. I don't know. I kind of think I like that better. I don't mind anybody being able to see my camera or my mic or anything. It's just the other app I was just trying to use. It zooms in on my face way too much, and I'm not a big fan of that. So if I go back to this, you see, first off, now I'm ginormous. Imagine if I streamed like this. Anyways, guys, we're going to be flying Airbus today. Just keeping it this big, that would be a riot. Or just this down here. Ridiculous. Alright, let's turn my size down a little bit here. Oops, oops. There we go. There we go. That's better. Man. Well, alright. Lovely. We're starting our descent any second now, everybody, into the Columbia, South Carolina area. Any second now, everybody, into the Columbia, South Carolina area. 547 on the subscribers today. Holy guacamole. Absolutely insane. Still can't believe it sometimes. Whenever I see that number increase more and more, especially as our streams go on, it's just absolutely nuts. Get a little cooler in the cabin. .206 nautical miles to go. Start our descent in about 50 miles. And hopefully we can get this big A330 into Columbia with no problems. At least I'm hoping so. You never know, though. You never know. This is the Michael Branconier stream we're talking about here. Alrighty. Nearly there, everybody. Nearly there. Getting closer and closer. It's about 23 minutes to go there on our time to go. 197. We need to get down to... We have a direct arrival. So we need to get down to... Take a look at our flight plan here. Flight level... Well, not even flight level. 230 is what we're going to shoot for, but we're going to go down to 5,000 first, and we can cruise at 5,000 feet. No problem, without any worry, if we do end up descending sooner before we actually need to. I wonder if this will look better. Or if this will work better right there. Kind of get that closer to me like that. There we go. But now you guys are going to have a hard time hearing me, so I'm driving myself crazy with the placement of this microphone. And trying to decide the best place to put it. What if we do this? Down here, in front of my body. Does that look alright? I mean, I think right here is going to be the best spot for it. I just hate how the background effect, you can see it unless I sit back like this, but as soon as I turn towards it, my body comes across it from the camera angle. .181 to go until we start, well, about 30 nautical miles to go until we start our descent. We're going to have to get our destination data entered into the McDo here, so let's grab that from the fly pad. 1009 and 32 degrees Celsius. Yep, there it goes. Perfect, right on time. .1009 on the QNH, 32 degrees Celsius. And our winds are 1280 at 10 knots. There we go, excellent. Let's come back over here to our descent now. We want to select 250 on the descent speed. That's fine. Or better yet. No, that's fine. 250. Or you know what? Better yet, 240. That was 240 sound on that. .240. There we go. That should be fine. Remember, everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far. You're all absolutely wonderful. Words can't express how much I appreciate every single one of you. As well as hit that like button for me on this stream. And my apologies, we had to kind of switch up the streams a little bit because I had to restart my PC because it was kind of giving us some trouble earlier, but we got it fixed. But give me a second anyways. I'm going to stand up and go close these shades behind me because it's kind of washing me out, so I'll be right back. There we go. There we go. That looks better now. Like I said before, I was just starting to get washed out behind the windows behind me there because the sun is starting to hit that time of the day where it's about to start shining through that window full blast, even though it is cloudy. But alright. 159 nautical miles to go. We will click this down into managed mode because it's going to take a little bit for the airplane to slow down before it starts descending. Alright, down we go, everybody. Down we go. Starting a nice turn as well. Alright, we have started our descent, everybody, towards the Columbia, South Carolina area. Hopefully we can butter this massive A330 with no problems. This is the last leg of the journey. Like I said, there's 2 separate stream links today. Had to restart my PC before because it was just... Simulator was giving me all kinds of problems. The stream really wasn't giving me any problems at all. Hey, Kitty Lover X39 coming in with the $1 donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to me. Coming in with the $1 bone, Kitty Lover. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Beanie Basher, how are you? Doing well, my friend. Doing well indeed. In our lovely A330-Neo with these DHL colors on it. And yes, this is fictional. This is fictional indeed. DHL does not operate A330-Neos. They do operate A330-300s, but not Neos. But, you know, I figured if we were going to keep the, What's up, dude? Name's Matt. Well, hello, Matt. Nice to meet you. Looks like a different bird. Yep, we were originally in the 747, but, you know. Love having this name for donations. I know it certainly gets a reaction. Kitty Lover X39. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, this airplane's absolutely phenomenal. This is the Headwind A330-Neo. We were in the 747-800 originally earlier this afternoon, but it was just giving us way too many problems, man. Way too many problems. We were doing a level change We were trying to go from 11,000 feet, no, 17,000 feet down to 11,000 feet. We had about 60 nautical miles to do so, and our speed was at about 240 knots, which was more than manageable. We would have more than made that. And the autopilot put us down in a 6,800 feet per minute descent rate. And I ended up noticing it because I had was looking over on my left-hand side for the screen, put the level change in, looked over to the left to read the comments, and then I noticed on the little preview of the stream, it really started going down, so that's crazy. Really? I flew the 787 with Salty's mod and it went just fine? Salty has a 787, do they? I thought that was Heavy D. Heavy Division. I didn't realize Salty made a 787 too. But yeah, I haven't had luck with any Salty products, unfortunately. We've had a crash desktop on our 777. You know, it's unfortunate sometimes. Farmer says, I made my first delivery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I post pictures of it on Discord. Nice, I'll have a look. When will we arrive? In about 17 minutes, Jules. 17 minutes. Action, my friend. Thank you for being here. Oh, alright. Yeah, no, I'm happy you had good success with the Salty 777, man, but I haven't had luck with the Salty products. I mean, the 777, we were doing a long haul, and right at about 100 nautical miles out from descent, we had to crash the desktop, unfortunately. You just subbed? Thanks, Jules. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the MB crew. I call all of you guys crew members, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you are enjoying yourself so far. Where we're going today, we are going to Columbia, South Carolina. That's where we are headed first. You can see looking absolutely beautiful here. Let's get back in the flight deck. However, still descending at a nice rate, 2,000 feet per minute, about 119 nautical miles to go, just passing below 28,000 feet. Your home state? Nice, Beanie, nice. Happy we could visit your home state of South Carolina. That's a terrible accent, I know. You're going to be having your first drone? Nice. Very nice. Fly responsibly, my friend. Fly responsibly. Can't wait. Oh, I can imagine. I've had a couple of remote control airplanes in my life. I've never had a drone. I've had a few RC planes, and I've had mixed results with them. You know, primarily from Pilot Ever, by the way, not so much from myself. Primarily Pilot Ever, me just not flying them properly, or not even so much safely, just taking all rules of thumb of aviation out of consideration. About an hour and a half from Columbia, nice. As far as I know, this airport in Columbia, you know, this is a UPS hub. As far as I've looked it up, a lot of UPS planes come in and out of Columbia here. So this is going to be kind of weird having DHL coming and visit, but like I said in the stream before, we were using the 747 in UPS colors, and it just, go back in that stream, man, you'll see what I'm talking about what the airplane was doing. It was just, that's the third time I've tried the 747, and we ended up saving the landing. Believe it or not. The touchdown actually wasn't too terrible. We floated the hell out of it. But, yeah, on the 5-mile final, we were still, we were using the ILS approach because the ceiling was pretty low going into Bradley. The ceiling was like 1,700 feet. So we were on our 5-mile final, didn't have visual with the runway yet, and then all of a sudden the airplane once again just started taking us on a huge steep dive, and I thought it was just kind of correcting for wind to keep us on the glide scope, and nope, it didn't. It was like 600, 700, and then just a steep, just violently too. The autopilot just violently pushes the airplane down, and I had enough. You know, everybody wanted me to keep going with the 747, you know, but I wasn't going to deal with it. Oh yes, Discord, that's right. Let's take a look at Farmer's livery here. You don't have a Discord? How come? It's easy to make one. You can do it right on your any mobile device, iPad, iPhone, computer. If you join our Discord here, you will have direct access to our content in our streaming schedule, as well as post your own content in there if you'd like. Nice, Farmer. That looks really nice. Looks very nice indeed. Your Play Store doesn't work? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, you can probably use it on the desktop version. If you ask for the desktop version, ask your phone to view it as a desktop view. Alright, music is coming down, everybody. Simulator volume's going up. Just a little bit. Keeping ourselves descending nicely here. 98 nautical miles to go. You have a PC, but oh, okay. Does that mean it's slow or outdated? Very old dial-up internet? Just kidding. Hope it's not that old. You know, perhaps I will try the 777, the Salty Mod 777 again in the future. I'll do it off stream though, just so I know we won't have any crash to desktops. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Wake up nice and early tomorrow morning, and I work from home, so I don't go anywhere for work. So maybe I'll wake up very early, and I will throw a 777 up and do a long flight and see if it'll make it without a crash to desktop. Because I don't think I am going to be able to stream tomorrow, unfortunately. We'll see. If I do, it's going to be later, at like 5:30 in the afternoon. 5:30 Eastern, so I know all of the viewers in the United States of mine will absolutely love that, for sure. And if that's the case, I'll throw something up where we're going to be in the United States, so we're not flying around at midnight in Europe. It's my grandma's? Oh, okay, I see. Made in 2005? Yeah, it's a little bit older, but does it still function? It might not support Discord, though, to your point. Alright, take ourselves out of standard mode now. There we go. Fantastic. 86 nautical miles to go. Alright, let's take over this descent manually here. Let's get us down to about 1,200 feet per minute on the descent rate. We are more than easily able to manage our own descent from here on out. You're in the clouds? I know. Absolutely crazy. Crazy looking scenery out here too. Looking absolutely wonderful. I had myself inside the jet engine earlier. Has all the features of one, but very slow. Yep, I could imagine. Especially it having that age. Wasn't even born then? Oh boy. Making me feel old, man. Starting to feel old. "73 nautical miles to go, just about to pass through 10,000 or 12,000 feet. We'll be there in about 11 minutes, everybody. 11 minutes. You're in big need of a new one. Will save your pennies, my friend. Work towards it, and remember, if you work towards anything, you can pretty much accomplish anything. Alright, just about to descend below 10,000 feet, so we're going to come up here. We are going to get our landing lights on now. Same thing with our nose wheel lights. We'll get those up to takeoff, and our runway turn-offs. Those will come on. We are 65 nautical miles out. Kind of like this view better. Looks like we're going to pass right through those clouds right in front of us. That'll be a pretty cool effect to see. Mohammed says, go to Algeria. That is on the list, my friend. That is on the list indeed. We've had a couple of flight requests for that, so that'll be coming up in the next week or two. So keep a lookout for that, my friend. That'll be a first for us. We've never been to Algeria before here in the simulator, so that'll be the first. Should be good. Hey, you gotta go to bed. I wish you an awesome rest of your flight and have a great day. And also everyone in the stream, well, thank you, Sebastian. Really appreciate you, my friend. Take care and have an absolute wonderful evening, my buddy. Thank you for joining us. As always, you are always here watching my streams and greatly appreciate your support. So thank you so much, man. Have a good evening. Oh, a little bit of a rain cloud here, it sounds like. 55 nautical miles to go. I'm actually leaving the country with my dad next year to go live with my grandma in Miami, which is a big step for me because I've never went outside the country. Well, sometimes, change comes with difficulties in any way, shape, or form, regardless of what change it is, and as long as you're taking that change and you know what to do with it, and you make it for the better, I think you'll have a great experience, you know what I mean? It's going to be scary, of course, but go into it with a positive attitude, you know what I mean? And I'm sure you'll definitely enjoy your time coming to the States, for sure. Especially nice warm weather down in Miami. Let me tell you, that makes me jealous. That makes me jealous, man. You won't have to deal with winter time here in the States. "49 nautical miles to go, just passing through 6,000 feet. No problem, action. No problem at all, my friend. All right, lovely. Alright, there goes 5,000 feet, which is where we are going to level off for now. Let's come down here and have a look at what we need to do. There is our approach right in front of us. So we got about 30 nautical miles or so. So once we hit about 20 nautical miles, we will start descending even more. We need to be down to 2,300 feet. Let's just make sure. Yeah, 2,300 feet is probably where where we're gonna need to be. Looks like those were just some rain showers that we just passed through there quickly. Maybe we can even meet up one day. You never know what the future holds. Exactly, man. Exactly. Doing meeting some followers and meeting our subscribers would definitely be something I'd be interested in doing one day for sure. For sure. I know a couple of streamers that have done that in the past. All meet up in a central location, especially if we did like Flight Simulator Con or something like that, which I know a lot of people love, or I'm not sure if it's called Flight Simulator Con, but you know what I mean. A flight simulator convention type deal. I forget the name of it. I know there is one, but I don't recall what it's called. Let's continue on down with our descent now. Let's get down to 2,300 feet. Come down to 4,000 for now, actually. In the future, can you do a flight from Guyana to Miami? Sure, absolutely. That'll be taken into consideration. Our airport should be off our right-hand side out here. I think that's... No, that's not it. That's a small field out there. Let's see. Should be just out here. We should have visual contact. There it is. There she blows, right there, and our arrival runway is right here. So, awesome. We are doing well indeed, but now my zoom is stuck. There we go. Alright, come down to 3,000 now. Bring our speed down now about 200 knots. Get a notch of flap in. Slow down to about 189, 188. We need to come down here and get our reference speeds. Don't owe $10? Thank you, my friend. If you wish to do that, I graciously do accept donations. There is a link in the description. But it is not required. Not required at all, man. Approach speed 138. Okay. Flaps full 149. Landing speed 133. Excellent. Don't have a bank account? No worries, man. No worries. Like I said, it's not necessary at all, man. No need to worry. Alright, continue on down to 2,300 feet. Alright, let's get some more flap in. Let's get localizer mode on now. Alright, everybody. Almost ready to land here. Let me go ahead and get our replay tool. Start the replay there. There we go. I actually have school homework, so I won't be around too long. No problem, man. This is the last leg of the journey, action. Last leg of the journey. Alright, there we go. We are at our height that we need to be at, 2,300 feet. That means we need to get our landing checklist ready to go. So we are going to bring our auto brakes over to medium. Spoilers are going to get armed. You have sports coming up? Nice action, nice. Enjoy them, my friend. Call all for our cabin signals. We just got to get our gear down and flaps will go to full. Just a moment once we begin to turn right to capture the localizer. Landon, how are you, buddy? Lay the house arm ready for this butter? I hope so, man. Really hope we can get the butter, believe me. I'm going to try my hardest for everyone. Alright, flaps are going to come to 3. Alright, there we go. We're starting our turn. There we go. We've been established on the localizer. Big steep turn here. Now let's get down to our flaps full speed. Alright, 10-mile final. There's our runway out there. Get ourselves into approach mode now. Then we will come down here, grab our approach speed, which is going to be 138. Alright, and at 5 miles, the gear will come down, and let's get this A330 in here. Sorry you missed the stream? No problem, my friend. No problem at all. No need to worry. Alright. Wonderful. Gear is going to come down. Is the Boeing 777, not the cargo version, a good add-on from the marketplace? I would avoid it, man. It's, especially if you're on Xbox, I would avoid it for sure. Alright, 1,000 feet will go to my control. Wish us luck, everybody. Thank you, action. Alright, my control. Let's go get the big old bus down. Get back center line now, please.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
All right, and welcome. We floated a little bit, but it wasn't too terrible. Little floaty float. We bounced too. We bounced just a little bit. Okay. Let's get ourselves all parked right here. Remember, we're not going to taxi to the gate or anything like that. We're just going to park ourselves right here and swan song us off with the replay. Hot. Thank you, Lay the House. I appreciate you, friend. Why is there DHL in the description? We flying it today? Yep, we are in DHL right now. We did start off with UPS, but as mentioned before, I had a really tough time. Nice landing. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you very much. Remember, everybody, if you are enjoying the content, please remember to hit that like button for me and become a subscriber. We'd really greatly appreciate that for you. Hit the subscribe button to turn on notifications so you never miss a stream, never miss out on plenty of good content like this. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. Let's go ahead and start our playback here. What's not real now? If you say what you're about to say, Landon, that DHL doesn't fly these airplanes, look in the description, friend. Nice landing. Good night. Have a nice evening. Okay, Farmer, thank you very much, my friend. Zoom ahead a little bit here. Now our nice big turn. We'll replay it from here. Get our nice big turn on camera. The airplane's so quiet from in here. It's the only thing I don't like about this sound pack that I downloaded is you can't hear the engine sounds that well from up here. Actually, you can't really hear them at all. Skip ahead just a little bit here because we have quite a few minutes still. There we go. We are well under my manual control at this point. Hey. Thank you, Action. Appreciate that, my friend. Obviously, we're on an A330. Yes, we are. Now we hear our engine noises. That's weird. better than the other streamers? Well, some of them, oh yeah, some of them are a lot better pilots than me, my friend. They've also been doing it a lot longer than I have. I'll hone my skills more and more. I was a casual flight simmer beforehand before I decided to start streaming, so I'm sure my piloting skills will get better as we go along. But we floated the hell out of this, though. Trying not to put her down too hard. No, don't worry, Action. I knew what you meant, man. Any suggestions for a good landing rate calculator? Because I'm so tired of how all over the place this one is. Because when we first touched down, we said, what, 174 it was? And now that just said 2 and change. So I don't know what to believe anymore about my landings, man. Heard the claps. Yes, and that means that FS Realistic liked your landing, because there won't be claps. There will not be claps if your landing was rough. You can be a student pilot later? I hope so, man. Maybe one day I'll be able to take to the skies. What is that? Can someone explain how this is physically possible in physics? This is a freaking traffic cone. Oh, that's gotta be good old GSX for you. GSX for you. Yeah, I need a better landing rate calculator. That's all I need. Oh, it disappeared now. Yeah, I don't think that the skydiving tool, it kinda likes the A330, but it kinda doesn't at the same time. But an average smooth landing is rated at about between 150 and 300 feet per minute. So I was in that ballpark. Looking good from here? Well, thank you. Actually, what am I doing? Let's get another cool view. It's going to be silent, though. I bet you if you go outside, you won't be able to hear much. But let's go over here. Let's get this on showcase. Look, our landing chocks are all in too. You can see me working the rudder so the tiller's turning. So ridiculous. Oh my god. You can see me working the rudder with the the tiller going back and forth. That's hilarious. See, now that said 136. Yeah, we were pretty smooth on that one, man. That was a pretty solid A330 landing, if I do say so myself, man. Because if you look here, let's see what it says now. $199. That was a pretty smooth touchdown, man. That was a pretty smooth touchdown. When you look at it from this angle, that was pretty butter, man. Pretty butter. Got to use the rudder midair? What do you mean? All right. All right. All right, everybody. This is going to be the last replay. I'm going to pause us for now, and I am going to get us back inside the airplane. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for all of your support. As always, this is where we are going to be swan-songing out of here, everybody. So thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you so much for all of the donations today. We had a few of them, so thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate every single one of you. And I'll catch you all later. Keep a lookout for more streams that are going to be posted later this week. And I will catch you all later, everybody. Not to be rude, but I can do better. All right, Landon. Well, you go ahead and post that video, my friend, and we will see. You know, you always seem to make some kind of sarcastic comments towards my landing, my friend. But anyways, I will catch you all later, everybody. Until next time stream. Take care now. Have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy this final replay view.